Good morning, my knitters. How's everyone? Today I'm going to tell you a little bit about what I have decided to cast on at the cast on party. I have a finished object. It's my ranunculus. It's not blocked yet, but I'll show you what I've done here. You can see that it's not blocked. And there's my stripey. That was supposed to be fadey, but it's not. I used a new bind off for me, the Icelandic bind off. Didn't see much change in that versus a regular bind off, but you know, it was supposed to be stretchy and I learned a new technique. Learning is good. So, how have you all been? I have been extremely busy. Wow, yes. We've had a couple volunteers here leave early because of the weather. It's been hell's oven here, as it has been many places, and so we've had a couple volunteers leave. So doing a little double duty here, which not as happy about as but I'm trying to be a trooper and say, sure, I'll work a little extra. Yeah, so it's been quite crazy, trying to figure out what I'm going to do, how I'm going to record. For example, 2 days ago, I went into the volunteer office and we saw that there was no tables. So I've been doing a tutorial for our shorty sock cast on August 1st. And of course, that didn't occur because I have no table to put my little tripod-y thing on that holds my camera, that does the, So things are delayed a bit. So anyway, yeah, it's been kind of a nutty, 2 weeks really here. So anyway, let's get on to what you're here for. You want to see what I've decided to cast on, with what yarn and why. I am casting on all garments. That's a personal choice. If you want to cast on all hats, or a hat, a scarf, mittens, a bandana, whatever you want to cast on, that's you. Okay? That's all you. I want more garments. I've decided that since I'm doing this knitting thing, I really should probably make something useful for somebody. I keep making socks for kids that don't really want them. I keep making scarves for kids that don't want them. I'm sure some of you can relate. So I've decided I'm going to selfish knit. It brings me joy. Let's face it, it's what it is. So I'm casting on all of the garments. It is what it is. First thing that I will be casting on is 60% cotton and 40% linen yarn in natural. And I think that I showed you this the last time. Many of you gave me suggestions. Okay, this is what the yarn is. I've caked up 2. In Florida, linen cotton is a good choice. And for that, I'm doing that in the basic organic cotton tee. And this is a pattern that is written for fingering, sport, DK, and worsted. So I can't remember if I paid for this pattern or not. I want to say it's free. I could be wrong. And it's by Cleome Smith Knits. So if you're interested in making one, it looks like it's just a basic tee. You know, it looks like one of those things that once you've made one, you're going to make 6. Yeah, so that's what this is going to go for. I love it. And I think that I had already decided that, the last video, that really wasn't negotiable, that I had wanted to make this. My only concern is that I may need a 4th ball of yarn, because these are only, what are they? 350 meters, so that's not quite 400 yards. And this is saying it's about 1,200, and I like my things longer. So we'll see, we'll see. I'll play yarn chicken until I don't. So that's all ready to go in a wonderful plastic bag. Yeah, as I finish things, I will be putting them in knitting bags, but yeah, somehow. I have that many works in progress. I have no business doing this cast on party, just so you know. The second is even worse. It's in a Ziploc. And this is Drops Bell. And I may be playing a little yarn chicken with this as well. Where's a kayaker? I don't know whether you saw that. And I'll be doing the Tank RT by Ananina Juti. I could be slicing and dicing that last name. Anyway, this is has some garter. It has, and actually this is what she made her first one with, designed with it, was Drops Bell. So I feel like I'm on the right path. This is the yarn that I'll be using. Let's get the Drops Bell in there so they get credit. And Drops Bell is 53% cotton, 14% linen, and 33 viscose. And that's for 50 grams, and it is 131 yards. So I likely will be playing a little yarn chicken there too, as well, because I think I just have enough yarn. We'll see. So that's all packed up with the needles in a Ziploc that I found at the bottom of the knitting bag. Yeah, with 2 balls of yarn, because they go quick, 50 grams. All right, so that's 2 things, right? The third thing that I'm doing doesn't have a pattern yet. This is my Unicorn Farts by Trilogy Yarns. And I have all my cakes wound. Yeah, you can see that that middle one is a little bit, maybe a little bit lighter, at least on the outside. But I still don't know what pattern I'm doing with this. It has to be a plain one. Several of you gave me some really good options. Don't know yet. But I'll decide before that evening. But definitely this will get attention as well that night. They'll get on the needles. I've got needles here for I think, the actual coral sweater that I'm finishing up this week. So that might be the way I'm going with that. So anyway, another lovely knitting bag. I found in my stash some Heritage sock yarn in this color that goes with that color. See if I can hold on to these. That goes with that color. That goes, whoa. I'll try to edit that out. That was pretty bad. This color, this color, this color, and then this color. This one is Mouse Switch Yarns, Amanda, Mandy, and this is Heritage sock yarn. And I think the other two are Macintosh. One is a single and one looks to be, so I think that will be my fade. Let me put those back in the bag before they go in the river. And I think that I will be making a breezeway out of that. The breezeway is by Fogbound Knits. This is a paid for pattern. And I think Mandy of Mouse's Makes Podcast and Mouse Switch Yarn told me that that was a good choice for a fade, that she had knit it before and liked it. So this actually has a bag. I don't know who made it, but not all the stuff will fit in it. So, yeah. So anyway, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Likely, that's where I'll keep it. I had 4 garments on the needles. Now I have 3 because I finished this ranunculus. Oh, and by the way, this is Woolmeise yarn. It's in a DK weight. It was one of a kind yarn that I bought probably 5 years ago off her website, before shipping, before COVID, all the things that occur. And it's really lovely, and I probably would have had enough yarn to finish this off with this color without going to the fade, stripe, and darker color. But I was very afraid to do yarn chicken because I would rather have the length than not have, or just having to like do the ribbing in a dark blue, which looked ridiculous. So that's what that's made in, and highly recommend the yarn. This is probably one of the nicest yarns I've ever worked with. If you ever get the chance to purchase a skein or 2 or 3 or 10, please feel free to buy it on my recommendation. I love it. Love her fingering. I remember the days where you had to go on from the U.S., you know, like at 1 o'clock in the morning and stand there, and it's like, okay, I got that one in my cart, bye, you know. So, yeah, I remember those days. I'm that old. Hasn't been all that long, actually. So, I'm going to show you a little yarn gift. I don't know who sent this to me. It came with no card or instructions or anything. It just came to the park here. Somebody must have seen one of my podcasts that I was using this particular yarn in the coral color. And I'm almost finished that sweater. I just have a lot of I-cord. You know, if you like to do I-cord, that's, you know, definitely a good pattern for you. But I'm on the I-cord on the neck and then I have the bottom to finish. The sleeves are done already. Anyway, this is my Style Craft, and I got 4 balls of it, which is enough to make a sweater, just like the one that I'm making right now, which I will do because it's a good pattern. Really is a good pattern. Fits me well. Anyway, this is in the color Surf, and that color is 7144. This is supposed to be a DK. I would not say it was, but you know, who am I? It's more of, I'd say a sport weight to me. But someone sent this to me, and I was pleasantly surprised. Whoever it is, please speak up, tell me, so I can thank you properly. This is such a generous gift. So, you know, if the mojo hits, I might be just casting that on as well. Oops, I have some needles in the Woolcraft little organza bag that they send. Isn't that nice that they send you these little bags? I'm all for it. If I had 3 more, I'd not need new knitting bags. Anyway, yeah, so whoever gifted this to me, please reach out and let me know who did this. It's beautiful. This is bamboo and cotton, and in Florida it works. I'm not allowed to buy more yarn, so yeah, this is a way around it, isn't it? Somebody just sneaks something in on, you know, gotta say, oh look, Luke, it came, it's beautiful. But yeah, I love this color, and this is definitely one of my colors. I do this, the coral, like a lime green, like my Saltier tea. All beautiful colors. So thank you, whoever sent this to me. It's gorgeous. I do appreciate it. And that's all I have for right now. But I do want to make sure that you're welcome to attend the Zoom meeting. Zoom meeting? It hardly is a meeting. Yes, I got that idea from Tanya from Karma's a Stitch. If you haven't checked out her podcast, you should do so. It's wonderful. She lives in Colorado, and she's a beautiful person and a beautiful knitter. She's very, very kind, and yeah, check her out. Our cast-on party here is August the 6th, and I'll put the deets below. And you'll need to go to Ravelry or contact me by email to get the meeting code and the Zoom code, the passcode. So it starts at 10 Eastern Daylight Time, and it goes till 4. So there will be 6 hours. That will be, so you're welcome to flit in and out as you see fit. We're welcoming anybody and whoever can come. If you're not subscribed and liked, it would be really nice if you would subscribe, and so we know, you're a newbie and welcome you the correct way. If you've liked what you've seen today and want to see more, please like, subscribe. I would appreciate it so much. Those of you that have been with me, thank you. It's a homemade video sitting on a dock in a bay right here in Florida. Just so you know, the cast-on party will be coming from the Atlantic Ocean side of Florida. We will be moving our RV. We will be volunteering at a different park. We'll be leaving here on the Gulf Coast side August the 4th, and we'll be heading over that way and getting set up, ready to start our new volunteer shipped. We've had 3 houses that we've looked at that we really liked. All were sold out from under us. Yeah. So, you know, I just have to adapt the attitude. It'll happen when it happens. We have a house over our head, has tires under us, but for the moment, it's still home, and it's not like we haven't done it for a bit. Yes. So, anyway, I'm going to cut it here. I babbled on far more than I wanted to. So that's what I have cast on. Are you getting yours ready? See you then. Bye now. Knit in peace.